Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on the Highlands fishing expansion. So here we go, we're going to continue our barley harvest today, which we just started at the end of last episode. We also got the wheat field harvested over there, so that's all done. That just needs baling now. Need to get a baler, probably need to lease it though, because I don't think I'm going to be able to afford one now with the money I spent on that lime spreader. But just going to get the combine unloaded, and then what I wanted to do was just try out the fishing, because obviously this is the Highlands fishing expansion, so it's a shame not to have tried this out yet. So we're going to go and try this out. Obviously not going to get the boat today, I don't think we can quite afford that. I think you have to purchase the boat. Again, I haven't actually looked into that at all, but I believe that's how it works. But you can use a fishing rod. We do start with a fishing rod, so I'm going to use that. It basically works like a chainsaw, I think, just in the items, the handheld tools options, so we can use that to hopefully catch some fish. Right, I'm just waiting for this combine to eventually work out how to get down this side of the field, and I'll get that unloaded once it gets on the move. And this barley will be going into storage again with the wheat until the price is good. I can't afford to buy a production at the moment for flour production or anything, so I think it will probably just be sold as it is. But yeah, that's not really the focus at the moment. I wanted to try out some of the new features of the map, and also get the fields turned around ready for the next year's cropping. So yeah, the canola needs to go in pretty soon. Yeah, just get this unloaded and then we'll have a look at this fishing. Just take a while to unload though, it's quite a slow unloading combine. This is only a small, relatively small old combine, so it does take a bit longer to unload than a bigger one. But we should get there pretty soon. So how much more is in there? Not too much more. Just need to keep an eye on it though when I'm doing other stuff to make sure it doesn't get full and stop, because I don't want to be paying for the worker just to sit there and not do anything. So is that empty? Yeah, I think it is. There we go. Right, okay, so I have no idea how to do this, but let's have a go at the fishing. We'll obviously have to go to the water. Let's go to the beach, shall we? I'm assuming you're a fisherman. I don't know. But yeah, here's the harbour. Here is the fishing rod. Now, do we have to be in a specific place to do this, or can we just catch fish anywhere? I don't know. I have no idea. Well, we've cast our thing. Oh, it says wait, so that's promising. I'm assuming it tells me when there's a fish on the rod, on the line. I don't know. Oh, there we go. How to catch a fish. There we go. Let's have a quick look at this. Okay, so you basically, it looks like you use the left mouse button. It's a bit tricky this, I think. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it might take a bit of practice, this. The fish got away, yeah, okay. I've not quite practiced at this yet. Let's try again. Okay, so you have to wait for the fish to get on the hook, and then yeah, it's tricky. I don't actually quite know how to do this yet, but I just read the instructions, and it looks like you have to wait for the progress bar to fill out before you catch it. Then is that right? Let's try again. I think I possibly know what to do. Right, hook the fish. Oh no, didn't get it that time either. Don't worry, I won't be doing a lot of this. I'm just trying out some of the new features just to see what it's like, but I'm not obviously very good at it at the moment. I know it's not the most exciting thing to watch, just me standing there with a rod, but if I can actually catch one, it'd be good. Okay, yeah. So I'm assuming when this gets to the top, you can hook. I think. I don't know. Let's see. Wait for it to get to the top. Right. Oh no. It comes back down again. Right. Try again. Get to the top. No. Okay. Okay. This is not going well. Let's try again. I'm determined I'm going to do this, even if it's off camera, and I'll show you when it's caught. But yeah, this is not going terribly well. Let's try again. Let's reel it in and try a bit further out. That should be better, a bit further away. Hopefully it'll catch it in a minute, and then I'll try again. Right. Oh. Okay, I'm going to cut, and I'm going to show you when I've actually caught one. Right, okay, I've caught a fish. It took a bit of practice, but yeah, I think I get what to do now. So you can sell it for £100. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So that's okay. Let's try again. I'll try and show you on camera this time. Now I know actually what I'm doing. So we have to wait for the fish, obviously. This is the boring bit. And then once you actually catch it, you're going to keep the hook level with the fish icon. Okay, so yeah, on the right hand side there, with the blue fish, I've got to keep the hook level with that fish. It does take a bit of time. It's not easy actually. But yeah, you've got to keep the hook roughly level on line with that fish as you bring it in. And then the progress bar on the left hand side of the blue bar is how far away the fish is basically from the end of the line. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep that hook with the fish, which is easier said than done, but yeah, getting there, nearly there. There we go, got it. So that's 2 trout. I'm assuming they're all trout, are they? I don't know. But there we go. Sold another £100. So should we do one more? Maybe you're bored of seeing it now, but I'll just do one more just to see. Now I know what I'm doing. But yeah, it definitely takes a bit of practice when the first time you do it. But now I've got the hang of it. I think it's not too bad. It still takes a bit of time, but it's doable. It's like everything. As soon as the first thing you do, time you do anything, it's always a bit tricky, but you get the hang of it. But yeah, it's just a balancing act really to keep the hook and the fish in line with each other. When the bar's green on the hook, that's when you're in line and hooking it and or bring it in. So yeah, it's a bit fiddly. But yeah, it's not easy, but it's fun. You get the hang of it. Nearly that. Oh, almost. There we go. Oh wow. Okay, a gigantic salmon. So it's not all trout, and you can sell the gigantic salmon for 400. Well, that was worth doing. I'm glad I did that again. Then that was definitely worth it. There we go. So that helps. Right, back to the harvest then. How's the combine getting on? Oh, probably needs unloading. So I did actually have to leave off and unload it while I was practicing my fishing. But yeah, I'm glad I've done that. That's good. I'm pleased with how that went, and it's a nice new feature of the game that you can try out. Right, let's get this unloaded, then I'll take this load to the silo and get that tipped, and I think then we're going to have to look at getting a baler, because these fields need clearing, the straw needs clearing from these fields so that I can get the next crop planted. Also they need spreading with lime, although not as much as I thought they did. I thought it really needed lime, but yeah, it turns out actually they're not too bad for lime, but they still would benefit from lime spreading before planting next time. So yeah, I will get on with this now, and then we'll look at getting a baler. Looks like the combine's just finished the harvest of the barley, so that's good. Get that unloaded and put the combine away. The baling's going pretty well. Got about probably just under half the field done, so that's going alright. I've got this one to do as well though, of course, so still plenty more baling to do. I've leased a class quadrant baler, so it's quite in keeping with the map and the vintage of the machinery that I've currently got. It's an older baler, but it's still doing a good job. I thought I'd better off going with that one than a round baler, because it's quite a steep field and I know that all the round balers would roll away if I did that, so I'm happy with a square baler. You can also, it's easier to handle the square bales as well, kind of, so yeah, I think I went with the square baler anyway. So let's get the header back on the trailer and take that back to the yard, and then I'll go and tip the last load of the barley in the grain store, and then we'll continue with the baling. That's the wheat field all baled now, and I'm going to move on to the barley straw next, so just across the road here, and we'll make a start on this one. And then once that one's done, that'll be all the baling completed for the year, so this baler can be returned. I have leased it, you'll have seen there, it was leased, not bought, so that saved me a bit of money, because it won't actually be needed. It makes sense to lease things that you only need for like 1 day a year or something, because at the moment I don't need a baler every day. Although I may need it again for the grass. If there is a grass field, and that may need to be baled, so I may need to get it back, although we do have a forage wagon, so I could probably do it with that for the first cut, rather than getting another baler. Because it would just be a case of, I only need it for feeding the sheep and the cows, so yeah, there's not much point making loads of bales. I haven't got many animals, it's just what I started with really, so there's not many at all. So just a bit of grass from the forage wagon probably do for the time being. Eventually I would like to make some TMR, of course, with silage and hay and stuff, but at the moment it's not really necessary, so probably just, I would need to make hay actually, it would need to be hay. I would need to ted it for hay for the cows, but yeah, it could still be done with the forage wagon, it doesn't need to be baled at this stage. Anyway, let's get on with the next baling field. there we go. So that is all of the baling done. Just drop the last 2 bales out of the baler there, and then this can be actually returned because I'm not going to use it again, I don't think, this year. Like I said, if I do some grass, I'll probably just use the forage wagon that we've already got at the yard, so that can go back. Let's go to vehicles and find the baler, there we go, and return it. I don't think, oh, I forgot to look again. I don't think it got to an hour, so I think I might have got away with not paying an additional hour's fee on the hire with that, which would be good. I don't think it did. I forgot to look. I almost looked and then it just went off at the last second. But anyway, I think the money didn't drop as far as I know. I'll have to check that back. But yeah, I think that was pretty good. Right, okay, so that is all the fields there harvested and baled. And the bales now need to be moved out of at least the one field to be able to get that cleared for lime spreading and then planting. I don't think my seed drill is actually a direct drill, is it? I don't think. Let's just check. That's the cultivator, because it was given as a cultivator to start with, so I'm guessing the seed drill needs to be cultivated first. The horse, it's only a 3-metre drill as well. Although it has got a power harrow thing on it, so maybe it can. I'll just check. Right, so this is the one that we've got, and it doesn't say it's a direct drill. It does need to be cultivated, I think, first. It also doesn't do fertiliser, but yeah, that's the one I think that we've got. It can, interestingly, have a weeder fitted. I don't know whether that stops the weeds from growing afterwards, after drilling. That would be quite useful. Possibly that works, I don't know if that's how it works, but yeah, I'm guessing that's what it would do. So that would be good. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, it does need to be cultivated, which is going to be quite a big job. So we're going to be very busy in the next few episodes getting that field prepared for canola drilling. I'm trying to get the canola drilled before the end of August as well, because I think that's when the cut-off is it? Oh no, canola can be drilled in September as well, that's good. Okay. Yeah, so we'll probably be doing some canola and some wheat or something in 2 of the fields, and then there is a new crop, actually, which I haven't mentioned yet in the new DLC, which is onions. Onions have to be planted in March or April. So we're quite a few months off doing that yet, but I'm going to save one of the fields for an onion field, which is the smallest one. Let's just check the field areas. That's 4.8, 5 and 6.8, yeah. So the smallest field that we own is 22. I suppose I could save that for another field, or take a loan, because I don't want to do a massive onion field. It would probably be a bit too much, unless, of course, I could do half of a field. I could do half of 20 as onions, maybe. That might work, because I don't want to do too much, because it might. Never done it before, so I don't know how hard they are to harvest and stuff. It might take a very long time to harvest them. Let's just look at the onion harvesters. I'm assuming there's a new harvester that's come with the game, the DLC. Let's go to. It won't be in combines, will it? It will be in root crop harvesting. Onion harvesting. There we go. Right, okay, so we can either go with a 2.8 metre head harvester, which will be extremely slow. This one doesn't actually say, does it, the working width? It doesn't actually tell you the working width. That's useful. But it's basically the same width as the same as a potato harvester, really. So it'd be about 3 metres, I would have said, something like that, 3.5 metres. Can't see where it says the working width, so. Oh, interestingly, the onions are cheaper, that's good. Doesn't need the front topper on it for the onions. But yeah, it's still over £500,000, and even to lease it'd be, what would it be? 26,800, so yeah. It's an expensive crop to do, but it would be fun to try it out, so I will be doing onions at some point in the next year. In one of the fields. Maybe it is worth doing a bigger area just to make it worthwhile harvesting or leasing the harvester, because it's not cheap. Although I could, like I say, I could use the tractor mounted one. Right, okay, so I think that's pretty all the farming done for today. One last thing I was going to do is quickly have a look at the harbour again, because I think I want to try and find out how to get the boat. The boatyard. The boat store, there we go. Right. So, we can buy a cargo vessel used to transport goods, and it's got a crane on it. There's a support boat for 55,000. Need to get a boat, definitely. Oh, just the two. I thought there was a fishing boat. Perhaps not. So there's a cargo vessel or a sport boat. I thought there was a fishing boat to buy. Maybe it's not from this place. No, I'm not sure why I can't move. That's weird. Anyway. Oh, there we go. Yes, so let's see if there's one in the menu. I can't see it. Just show you what's included there in the cars and bikes. The Highlands fishing expansion includes these 2 quad bikes. There's this ATV here. The Skoda, which we already own. I think that's everything from the new DLC. On the drivables, does it include some... I haven't looked at everything. I don't actually know what it includes exactly, but no, there's nothing in this section. But there are a few vehicles that have been included in the new DLC, which is nice to see. There's one, the big JCB fast track, and there's also the smaller fast track, I think, in the small tractors section, or medium. Let's see, is it in this one? That one, that's the medium fast track then. Must be in small tractors, I think. So yeah, it's all British brands basically that's included, or mostly anyway, mostly British brands. Where is it? It'd be down a bit. There we go. That's the one we own. So that's the small JCB fast track, which is quite underpowered. It needs more power. I need to upgrade it probably. I'm not sure what my horsepower actually is on mine. But yeah, I think that's all of the tractors that are included. But yeah, there's no boats, it seems, on this section, so it does have to be purchased from the menu here at the port. Unless there's somewhere else to buy a fishing boat, I don't think you can. I thought there was, but no, it's a cargo vessel or a speedboat, basically. Oh, you can use your fishing rod from the boat, though. So yeah, probably go with the speedboat and then use the fishing rod. I don't know whether there's actually a fishing trawler to purchase. I can't see one. But yeah, maybe there is. I've probably missed something. But yeah, that is the port. Oh yes, I haven't been to the town yet either. Let's just quickly visit the town. Now this is good. This is like a proper British or Scottish town. Oh, even the Royal Mail. Oh, that's nice. Yes. So this is the town part. There's a church. Definitely you can tell it's definitely the UK. That's for sure. A sinkhole. They plug up the pipes. Car park here. Complete with graffiti and abandoned shopping trolley, of course. A phone box. Of course, these don't get used anymore. It's very rare to find a phone box with a phone in it these days. And there's the Scottish flag, so you can tell we're in Scotland. Probably supposed to use the car that came with the map to explore the road. Actually, it's a bit slow on foot, but you can take things in better when you're on foot. Wool shop. Pedestrian crossing with the traffic lights. There you go, traffic lights changing. Yeah, this is really nicely done. It really is well done. So yeah, if you're from the UK, I'm sure you'll recognise these sort of streets. This is quite common type thing. Not necessarily cobbled. It's quite unusual to find cobbled streets these days, unless you're in a very historic town, which this obviously is. But yeah, it's nice. I like it a lot. Postbox. There we go. I'm in danger of being run over walking around the streets. Got to be a bit careful. But anyway, yes, I think we're going to leave it there for today. I've had a nice little look round and done quite a bit more farming. So, oh wow, that's a big drop down to the railway. Yeah, really good map. Need to explore it a lot more, but you can only do so much in an episode, so we'll be exploring other areas of the map in future episodes. But I think for today that will be it. Just cross over the road and see down here. So that's the port again down there, I think. Yes, I need to get a boat at some point. I really want to try and get a boat and have a go on it, but that'll have to wait for a future episode, I think. Anyway, yes, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.